Hi everyone, many blessings. My name is Michelle. As many of you know, my moniker on social media is Human Plant, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit about more of why that is. I have always felt since I was very young, um, kind of this existential crisis, if you will, always questioning why am I a human? Of all things, why am I a human? And I remember one of my earliest memories um, of being about 3 years old, and I remember being in the hallway and thinking, I remember being in the hallway and then running to the bathroom and looking in the mirror and wondering to myself, why am I a human? I couldn't comprehend it. And I was specifically asking why I wasn't a tree. Like, why am I not a tree anymore? Why am I not a tree again? And you would imagine as a 3 year old you'd want to be a kitty or a puppy. But I was just so stuck on this question of why I wasn't a tree. And through life experiences now, 22 years later, I have come to realize that I am just really in tune and very sensitive to the plant spirits. And in my work being a permaculturalist and a studying herbalist, I really feel that it is my calling and part of my path here on this earth to be a voice for the plants and speak up for them. In also speaking up for this beautiful planet that we call home, and my experiences traveling all over the United States and down into Peru, and just really feeling the vast majority of other cultures really accepting this bond that we have with nature. And I don't know what it is, but it's this modern day society that doesn't accept that, and it pushes it away, and it's scared, like, oh, you talk to plants, or oh, the trees aren't alive, let's just bulldoze them all. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true, and that's not what they're saying. So I feel that my experiences would best fit into a written format, and so I was doing some meditating and some thinking on these experiences that I have gathered over the years, and I thought, well, why don't I make some sort of book, some sort of document compiling all of these stories? And as I started sharing more of these stories in my close community and my close circles, I started realizing other people have these stories too. And I'm not the only one who can hear the spirit of the plants coming to me. And this was so touching to me, and to this day, when someone shares with me a story of different plants whispering to them or sharing a song with them, I always get choked up with tears, because it is such a beautiful and subtle experience to feel all of this around us, and to know in our hearts and in our beings that we are not the only sentient beings on this planet. And so I came up with this online moniker of Human Plant, and I thought it was cute for a while, like, yeah, I'm the human plant, I like plants, I'm an herbalist, I'm a permaculturalist, I make gardens. And then I realized that for me this is my life's work, is to share this message with people, to let people know that we can all have these communications, and it happens all the time, and we're just so distracted with life, with modern society, with technology, and I just wanted to compile all of these stories that I've gleaned from my dear friends and from people far and wide, and I really, really want to make a book to be able to share with all of you. And I don't know the name of it yet, but I'm just in the process right now of gathering stories, and these stories can be experiences that you have had where a plant and you have had direct communication. And it can be the plant sharing its medicine, its song, a poem, and even just a feeling that you have gathered from a plant. And I want you to write these stories. It can be as long or as short as you want. It can be anonymous, or it can have your name and where you're from and your age next to it. And if you'd like, you can submit it to me at humanplant@gmail.com. I can put that in the information below. And I eventually see this turning into a beautiful book with beautiful illustrations and various stories and sharings from the heart from me, from all of you, and this will be our offering to the world. And so if you're interested in joining me on this journey, I would love to include your experience. Please see the link below for more information. And in the coming couple videos, I am thinking of sharing a couple of these intimate stories with all of you, just so you can get a feel for my experiences and then maybe feel more comfortable sharing some of yours with all of us and with me. And so I greatly appreciate you for watching this and for spending these 6 minutes here with me. And I love you, and I hope you get out into nature. Right now I'm here at Rock Springs enjoying the water, watching the turtles swim by. I saw an otter earlier. So I just want to encourage you to go outside and allow your sensitivities to see what experiences come up and see what messages come to you from the surrounding plants that are near you. And so with that, I say goodbye, I love you, many blessings, and I hope to read your stories soon. Ciao.